Hi guys, welcome to Vlogmas. Hi guys, oh my god. See, sometimes if you don't have anybody in this life that can hype you, just have children. See guys, me coming to shoot this video, the way my kids have hyped me, like, oh my god, mom, you look so pretty, you look so good. I'm just feeling myself shooting this video. I can't help but look at myself on the display screen because I'm like oh my god. Anyway guys, good morning and welcome to my channel. On this episode of Vlogmas, I am going to be doing the Q&A. okay, no, relax. For all those of you who ask questions to me and my husband, this is not the Q&A. This is the Q&A I did at the beginning of Vlogmas when I said it's the end of year and I would like to get all your questions. So I put something on my community tab and I also put something on Instagram. So the questions were not that many, they're just like 25 questions, so I'll just go ahead and answer them. So if you want to get all the answers to my questions, keep watching. Okay, so I'll just go first to the Instagram questions. Okay, so the very first one is, are you a morning person or a night person? I am totally and completely a morning person. I think I am like 99.9% a morning person, because each time when I wake up in the morning, I'm an early morning person, not just a morning person. I can wake up at 5 a.m. I clean, I wash, I cook by 10. I just chill. So you'll notice that certain mornings when I don't do a lot of the things I'm supposed to do in the morning, the day will just go like this, because when 10 o'clock starts reaching, that's the time that normally my system is used to relaxing, as in they are finished doing everything. So when that kind of time starts reaching and I am still supposed to do a lot of work, it just like my day is just ruined. Where is the name Kia from in Cameroon? It's very funny because a lot of people actually feel like the name Kena Kia, as in Kia, is a traditional name, with one of my names, my real names. But guys, Kia is not my real name. It's not even a nickname. It's just a name I came up with for my channel. Okay, so Kia, Kena is my name, like that's my English name, and then Kia is Kia, the K stands for Kuma, that's my father's name, and EA is for Eno Ako, my husband's name. So I just put it together. If there's one person that has always been, I don't just want to get rid of my dad's name, it's me. I love my family name, like my father's name, Kuma. It's so beautiful and it goes so well with my name, Kena Kuma. So I'm just like, oh, I can't let go of this name. So I just decided to put Kena Kia. That's how I came up with the name. It's not from any part of Cameroon. It's just a mixture of Kom and Ibayangi name. Okay, so please don't get confused again. My name is not actually Kia. That just stands for Kena Kuma Eno Ako. Yeah. Any tips on getting comfortable in front of the camera? I will always say, be yourself. Don't over rehearse. Practice, but don't rehearse everything you have to say, because for me it always turns out wrong. It always does not go well. Don't do it. Don't try it. Yeah, I don't like I don't do that. I don't like because I discovered that when I started my channel, I was rehearsing. At one point I was rehearsing everything, and when I watched the videos, you could tell that this person has cramped everything that she's saying. It did not feel natural. I've seen people who sit in front of the camera and they act like they have a total personality. If that's what works for you, good and fine, but for me, I really don't feel it. I just feel like being natural. Just feel like, oh, you're talking to a friend, talking. With time you get comfortable, because if I look at my videos from 4 years ago and I look at my videos now, I'm like, oh my god, I'm so comfortable in front of the camera, which was not the case in the beginning. So yes. And then any tips on getting okay, sorry, that's the question I just answered. And then the next one is, what's your greatest fear? What's my greatest fear, guys? Like, not see guys, not being there for my kids. Like, something happens to me and I'm not there for my kids. I know I have a lot of people in my life who love me, but guys, if I just think of not being there for my kids or losing my kids, I start getting real anxiety. That's something that I don't think I can deal with. That's something that I don't think I ever want to experience. Thinking about it gives me a huge scare. I don't like it. The next Where are you from? Okay, I say it here all the time. You're probably not a regular on my channel, or you're a new subscriber. You probably do not know, but I am from Com stroke Babanki. So my dad is from Com and my mom is from Babanki. They are neighboring villages, so I just feel like I'm from one place. There are not a lot of differences, because when my dad speaks in Com, my mom hears, and when my mom speaks in Babanki, my dad hears. But we still don't know a traditional language. Okay, the next one is, are you happy? I'm happy. I won't say I'm not happy. I'm happy, but I'm not completely happy. There are some things that I wish were better. So I'm happy, but I'm not going to say I'm 110% happy. No, there will always be that little thing that will make you to feel like, oh, I wish it was going this way or going that way. So yes, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do I see myself in 5 years? See, guys, making a lot of money. To just summarize it, making a lot of money, because baby girl lifestyle is my name. I want to travel, I want to enjoy my life. So I just want to see myself making a lot of money, whether it's from YouTube or it's from my businesses or it's from wherever. I just want to see myself making a lot of money. What is the biggest misconception people have of you? Before I started YouTube, the biggest misconception people had of me was that, oh, I'm snobbish. Now, the biggest misconception people have about me is that, oh, I'm a talkative, I'm a straight shooter, I say it as it is. And I'm like, people don't know me. You don't know me like that. I'm none of those things. I feel like that's the greatest misconception. I'm one of those people who, I like to say it as it is, but I discovered that most of the times when I say it as it is, I become so blunt that it hurts the other person. Does that make sense? It makes the other person to feel like, oh my God, Jesus should not just say that. I just say it like as it is. I don't know how to sugarcoat it or fix it. So a lot of people actually have a problem with that. So majority of the time, I just decide not to say what I'm actually thinking. If this thing is not nice, I'll not go ahead and explain like, this is not nice because of this. No, I'll just be like, I can't wear that. I can't wear that, especially for people who don't know me, because a lot of people misunderstand me. I'm just like, oh, I can't do this, I can't wear that. If it was me, I cannot wear it. But when it comes to people who know me and they understand me, I'm going to tell you as it is. Cry on my shoulder, we fix it, we move on. So I feel like that's the greatest misconception people have about me. Next question we have is, which is the real Kenna? It's almost the same thing now. A lot of people feel like I'm a talkative. The real Kenna is really shy, for sure. I am really shy. That's the first thing about me. The real Kenna is one, really shy. Two, I don't know, but the real me is really the really shy person, the person that really blushes. All those people who will tell you that they have met me before, they'll tell you that there was one thing that we noticed, it was that I was shy. People meet me on the go and they're like, oh my God, this girl is so shy. So that's like, I feel like the shy part of me is the realest part of me. What is your biggest turn off in friendships? Whew, you guys already know I don't have a lot of friends, but my biggest turn off in friendships is, at this point, is not matching the energy. Yeah, we have to match each other's energy, if that makes any sense. We have to match each other's energy. If I'm looking for you, you're looking for me. If I'm calling you, you're calling me. If I'm texting you, you're texting me. Okay, so if you're not matching my energy, if you're not being honest with me, because I have a problem when it comes to the whole honest and opening up. I have a problem when I'm with you. I'm very open with my friends. They know that I'm very open. I'll tell you my things. I'm very open. So I have a problem if I'm busy opening up to you and telling you all my issues and you're just listening and you're like, okay, gathering information from me is in, I don't like that. So yeah, that's for me. Those are the turn-offs. Like, if you're not giving me the same energy, and if I'm sharing but you cannot share, you're only listening, gathering my information, and you're not sharing, the friendship cannot work between us. So that is it for the Instagram questions. Let me go now to the questions on how they call it, YouTube. Okay, the first question here is, comparing your experience now on YouTube and being asked to go back to the journalism profession, what do you think? will be the outcome if you go back and compare. I don't understand. Comparing your experience now on YouTube and being asked to go back to the journalism profession. First of all, I've said it here a lot of times, I don't like being a journalist. I prefer my YouTube space, so I wouldn't really want to even go back. But if I had to go back, I don't even know whether that's what you mean. If I had to go back, I feel like I'm way more experienced. It might be easier, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. The next question is, so far, how has the year been? How would you rate it out of 10? Honestly, for me, the year has not been a bad one. The year has been okay. Yeah, the year has not been bad, honestly. The year has been okay. I've had my highs, I've had my lows. I've had my disappointments, I've had my blessings. So I'll just say the year was okay. It was a little bit of both. So let's rate it 7 on 10, because I think the good parts outweigh the bad parts. What is the biggest thing you love about motherhood? I just started, I think I answered that question a little in the beginning when I was talking about my kids hyping me. But guys, my biggest part of motherhood is when my kids are appreciating me, when they're hugging me, when they're like, oh mommy, mommy. My heart warms when I make them smile and they're just like, mommy. Let me give a quick story. So last night I was exhausted, I was in a bad mood, so I slept here. I'm sleeping with all the kids in this room, so I just slept here, and then I woke up this morning, guys, and I realized that I had fallen asleep and my kids didn't come. So I was like, oh my god, where did they sleep? I was like, okay, maybe they slept with their grandmother. So this morning they woke up and everybody was like, oh mommy, mommy, what happened? Mommy, we did not sleep with you. Those are the moments that warm my heart. I was just like, okay babies, it's okay. Guys, I know I'm silly, but it just warmed my heart. Like everybody, they were just hugging me. I was like, oh my god, I was scared. Where were you people? They were like, oh mommy, don't be scared, we are here. And they were hugging me. Those are my favorite parts of motherhood. Am I weird? What has been some of your challenges throughout this year? For me, the biggest challenge that I grumbled, I cried, I talked a lot about on this channel was my clothing business. This whole custom thing, it really frustrated me. It really got me mad. That's something that made me so upset. Like for me, I would say that's one of my biggest challenge, trying to figure out a way to get my goods into the country and not pay a lot of money. Like for me, I feel like that's one of my biggest challenges for this year. Okay, how tall are you? This is my sister. Karen, leave me alone. How tall am I? I'm taller than you. That's the answer. And then, who is your favorite sister? And what is your favorite month of the year? Who is my favorite sister? My favorite sister's name is Karen. Okay? Yes. Because she wants me to come and tell people that she's my favorite sister. You're my only sister, so I don't have a choice. I'm stuck with you for life. And then, what's my favorite month of the year? I would say it's between April and December. April and December. April, you all know, because it's my birth month, and December because Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Okay, the next one is, do you ever think of relocating? That is moving out of Cameroon. I've said it before, I love Cameroon. I really love being in my country, but sometimes, some days I get up and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I want to go, I can't do this. Cameroon is not for me. I'm not feeling Cameroon. I just want to go because things get really hard. But if everything was fine in Cameroon, I could make a good living, I could be living my soft life as I want to live, I wouldn't want to go anywhere else. I would love to remain in Cameroon. Hi Kena, I would like to know if Karen is your husband's sister. Karen, I mean, the person spelled Karen, but I think the person is talking about Karen. Karen is not my husband's sister. Karen is my husband's family friend, really good family friend. I got to know Karen through my husband. When I was getting married, I wanted ushers, and my husband proposed Karen as one of my ushers. Okay, so I just liked her. You know, from the first I saw her, I did not like her because I did not know who she was, and she was talking to my husband. We're engaged then, so I went for an occasion at my husband's house, and Karen, she was just sitting there with her friend Patu, and they were just talking, and I was like, they were talking, I did not have anything, and then later on she started talking to my husband. She did not even greet me, oh guys, she did not greet me. I was just like, who is this? And she was pretty. I was just like, who is this girl just talking to my fiance like that? So I wasn't really happy about that. I was like, who do you think you are, just talking to my fiance anyhow? And then my husband now turned and was like, oh, this is Karen, blah blah, she used to stay here when she was doing something. That's in, she used to stay in their house. And I was still like, it doesn't mean anything. So when it was time for the wedding, when we were doing the preparations and we were looking for ushers, family members who could be ushers at the wedding, my husband proposed Karen. And I really wanted pretty girl, so knowing that Karen was pretty, I was just like, okay. So I called her up and I told her, oh my god, I like you to be my usher, you're so cute and I want you people to be my ushers. And she was like, oh yeah, she's going to be. And she was so nice. I told her, you have to come and measure your outfit. When it was time for the wedding, she came. I told her, you have to come early in the morning so that I can help with work. She came, and all of my family members had something nice to say about her. They was like, oh, that your husband's particular sister, she was so helpful, she worked, she did something. I was like, oh. So that's how my love story with Karen began. When we now went to Douala, she had an internship. She came and stayed with us when I was pregnant, and she was very nice. She was very caring. So that's how our bond began. That's how we became friends, and we kicked my husband out of the picture. So yes guys, Karen is not my husband's sister or cousin. They're just really good family friends. Their parents are good family friends, so that's how they got to know each other. How do you manage your YouTube and married life? How do I manage? I have a lot of videos about that. How do I manage? I'm just an organized person. I know that when it's time for me to make my videos, it's time to make my videos. When it's time for me to take care of my marriage, do my marital duties, I do. I just know how to put everything at its own time. For example, I've gotten up this morning. I know that I want to do a video. I got up really early. I got up at 6, sat down, prepared myself, do this video. It's almost 7 now. I'm just going to go and continue my duties. I've really shot the video and kept it. I'll go do my duties, give the kids breakfast, bathe the kids, do a little laundry, finish doing all that, come and sit down, edit my video, then go out for my other runs you get. So it's easy for me. It's easy. It's just about me organizing myself properly and everything goes basically. Okay, and then the next one is, are you still going to have baby number 4? Baby number 4, baby number 4. Guys, I don't know. I don't know, maybe someday I'm going to talk about this more, but at this point, I don't know. I'm just living life as it goes. If baby number 4 comes as I'm living the life as it goes, fine. If baby number 4 does not come as I'm living my life and going, fine. So I'm still open to it, but at this point I'm 50-50. I don't know if I really want it or I should just stop at Myra. Honestly, with the way things are going with my plans and everything, I don't know where I stand, but let me just add, like I said, I think I'm 50-50. Last but not least, we have Juditha. Juditha is saying, what if your husband deletes your channel true, as you like pranking people like that? My husband deleted my channel, he's going to pay for it. He's going to pay for it. Anyway guys, that is it for this Q&A. Did you enjoy it? If you did, let me know in the comment section. If you have more questions, my dear people, come and ask. If you cannot ask here, go to my community tab and ask the question under the community tab where I put questions for me and my husband. I could just use the opportunity to answer. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I am going to see you tomorrow. Okay, love you, bye.